Bhutan king now on a visit to India, holds meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Centre ready to sign guarantees for hosting FIFA Under 17 Women's Football World Cup. Country celebrates Hindi Divas. Prime Minister Modi says Hindi binds the nation in thread of unity. Assam Assembly endorses supplementary grant of 269 crore rupees for Panchayat and Rural Development Department. And Meghalaya Chief Minister apprises State Assembly of ongoing discussions on border dispute with Assam. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Anupa bringing to you the stories in detail. In national news first, Bhutan King Jigme Khesar Namgyal Wangchuk held a meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Delhi today. India and Bhutan share a unique and time-tested bilateral relationship characterized by utmost trust, goodwill and mutual understanding. This special relationship has been sustained by a tradition of regular high-level visits and dialogues between the two countries. India is Bhutan's largest trading partner. In 2018, total bilateral trade between the two countries stood at over 9,000 crore rupees. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar today said India and France have agreed to work towards establishment of Indo-Pacific Trilateral Development Cooperation. Addressing a joint press conference after holding talks with his French counterpart Catherine Colonna in New Delhi, the Prime Minister said the Indo-Pacific Trilateral Development Cooperation will facilitate development projects, especially in framework of International Solar Alliance. He said the Indo-Pacific Trilateral will also provide a platform for Indian innovations and startups to demonstrate their relevance to the requirements of other societies. Addressing the media, the French Foreign Minister said her nation has mobilized itself and will continue to do so in order for India to get a permanent membership of the UN Secretary Council.
Of negotiations in this regard. I thanked Minister Colonna for France's effort during its presidency of the EU Council to expedite these processes. On her part, she briefed me about various matters under discussion in the Union, including in the context of Ukraine. One reflection of the expanding comfort between India and France is the interest in creating trilateral formats with other partners. I had referred earlier to our cooperation on development issues in the Indo-Pacific.
In more national news, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar today said the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam represents the core value of India's civilization ethos. Speaking during an event at the National Defence College in New Delhi, Dhankar said the preamble to the Constitution enumerates many core values. Referring to the Vaccine Maitri initiative launched during the COVID-19 pandemic, the Vice President said India's outlook has never been expansionist throughout history. Moving on, the Union Cabinet today approved the signing of guarantees for hosting FIFA Under 17 Women Football World Cup. India will host the event from the 11th of October to 30th of October. Briefing India in New Delhi, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said the football matches will be played in Navi Mumbai, Goa and Bhubaneswar. He added that teams from 16 countries will participate in the event. Thakur said in 2017, India had hosted the FIFA Under 17 Men's Football World Cup. In another decision, the Cabinet approved inclusion of some caste of Chhattisgarh, Himachal Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Uttar Pradesh in the list of scheduled tribes. Briefing media in New Delhi, Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda said it was a long pending demand of these castes which has been fulfilled.
इस बार के जो Under 17 Women Football World Cup है, इसमें 16 टीमें भाग लेंगी। 11 अक्टूबर से 30 अक्टूबर तक इसको किया जाएगा। 3 शहरों में इसको खेला जाएगा, नवी मुंबई, गोवा और भुवनेश्वर में।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah greeted nation today on Hindi Divas. In a tweet, Modi extended his greetings to all those people who have contributed tirelessly in making Hindi prosperous and empowered. He said Hindi has brought special honor to India, all over the world. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has greeted people on Hindi Divas. In a tweet, Shah saluted the great personalities who have contributed in the preservation and promotion of Hindi. He said Hindi unites the nation in the thread of unity. In a video message, Shah said all the languages of India are important as they have their own rich history. He said Hindi has acquired a special place in the mind of the people by establishing coordination with various Indian languages. He said efforts are being made to increase the use of Hindi in government work.
मुझे ये बताते हुए हर्ष हो रहा है कि वर्तमान में गृह मंत्रालय में ज्यादातर कार्य हिंदी में किया जाता है तथा कई अन्य मंत्रालयों के माननीय मंत्रियों ने भी अपना अधिकांश कार्य राजभाषा हिंदी में करना शुरू किया है.
In Assam, State Legislative Assembly today endorsed supplementary grants of 269 crore rupees for Panchayat and Rural Development Department. This followed a discussion for and against the move in which members from both the Treasury and opposition benches took part. On the other hand, opposition members staged a walkout in protest against the Speaker's refusal to allow a discussion on the arrest of Kachar College principal. In the ongoing session of the Meghalaya Assembly, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma today replied to questions raised on the second phase of Assam Meghalaya border discussions and the Memorandum of Understanding signed between the two states. In a tweet, Sangma said that he had spoken on the inclusion of Khasi and Garo languages in the 8th schedule.
To resolve the remaining 6 areas of differences. 52B, sir, the process of survey for the purpose of demarcation of borders is underway. C, sir, the second phase of talks with the government of Assam has already commenced on 21st of August 2022.
In Assam, Public Health Engineering Minister Jayant Amalla Borua today attended a meeting at Assam Legislative Assembly Speakers Conference Hall and discussed the presentation on disputed areas of Assam Arunachal Pradesh. The presentation has been prepared on the basis of the recommendations of the regional committees. In a tweet, he expressed hope that the crucial issue will be soon resolved. Ministers Otul Bora, Ashok Singhal and Sanjay Kishan were also present on the meeting. In Meghalaya, Health and Family Welfare Minister James Sangma on Tuesday said the state government is working to set up a medical college in Shillong. The earlier MOU with a private company in this regard has been cancelled. Replying to a question by Adelbert Nongram of the Khun Hainwan Trab National Awakening Movement in State Assembly regarding the status of the proposed medical college at the Moba TV Hospital, Sangma said the project site has been shifted to New Shillong. He said the state government has allotted a 50-acre plot of land in New Shillong and work is on to expeditiously build the project. He said the government wants to build a medical college as well as a 100-bed hospital with allied facilities. In Assam, Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma today said making modern healthcare accessible to all is the government's topmost priority. Inaugurating the Koliabor Subdivision Civil Hospital built at a cost of 16.25 crore rupees at Jokhalabandha in Nagaon district, he said it is equipped with latest technologies and has a dedicated team of healthcare professionals. The new hospital will prove beneficial for residents of Nagaon district in general and Koliabor Subdivision in particular.
আজি এই মহকুমা চিকিৎসালয়খন আৰম্ভ হল কিন্তু আপোনালোকে জানি ভাল পাব যে এই চিকিৎসালয়খনক আমি 200 বিছনাৰে এখন জিলা হস্পিটাললৈকে ৰূপান্তৰ কৰাৰ আঁচনি এটা আমি প্ৰস্তুত কৰি ৰাখিছো.
In Mizoram, Union Minister of State for Rural Development and Consumer Affairs Sadhvi Narayan Jyoti, who is now on a 3-day visit to the state, interacted with vegetable vendors in Aizawl. The minister said she has often heard about the business run by women. She said Prime Minister Narendra Modi pays utmost respect to the Northeast. If there is any problem or issue faced by the consumers, the ministry is always open for help, she said.
मार्केट में जो देखा नेचुरल साग सब्जी और आपने बताया कि यहाँ बहुत तेल वगैरह डाल के भी नहीं बनाते, बहुत सैंपल मिजोरम एक तो सीमावर्ती क्षेत्र।
Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh today said that with PM Narendra Modi's call for promotion and daily use of khadi under the slogan Khadi for Nation, all curtains and other cloth items in his office have been changed to khadi. Similarly, other garment offices in the state will start using khadi wherever possible. He said this in a tweet. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma today said that with a cost of 1.5 crore rupees, the Soil and Water Conservation Department has created a 6.5 hectare pondage multipurpose reservoir in Moraj village in East Khasi Hills district. In a tweet, he said 1,000 such reservoirs are being planned across the state in partnership with Asian Development Bank. This will give a big boost to tourism and other water-based livelihoods in the beautiful village. In another news from Mizoram, 11 delegates from Mizoram Journalists Association left Aizawl on Tuesday for a defence study tour organized by the Ministry of Defence. During the tour, they will be introduced to various India defence facilities in different states. To end the news, main points once again. Bhutan King, now on a visit to India, holds meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Centre ready to sign guarantees for hosting FIFA Under 17 Women's Football World Cup. Country celebrates Hindi Divas. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said Hindi binds the nation in thread of unity. Assam Assembly endorses supplementary grant of 269 crore rupees for Panchayat and Rural Development Department. And Meghalaya Chief Minister apprises State Assembly of ongoing discussions on border dispute with Assam. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.